Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Myself Dr. Mamoona Azhar. By profession I'm a physiotherapist and today I'm going to deliver a lecture on the subject of evidence-based practice or evidence-based physiotherapy, and our today's topic for discussion is history of evidence-based practice. So how did evidence-based practice start? Evidence-based practice was started and discovered in 1992 by the McMaster University, Canada, and it was led by the Jordan Goyette. Jordan Goyette was the evidence-based medicine working group in 1992. What did they do? They actually produced a series of the guides for the teaching medicine professionals so that they could have an idea and they could have an intro to the notion of appraising high quality research, and they could use that high quality research and evidence in effectiveness of patient. So the idea is very much clear that why did it was derived. So the thing was, why did this term evolve and what were the basic drivers for this term was gap between research and practice. At that time a type of research was being produced, but doctors were not able to cope with that and doctors were not able to use that evidence. So there was a big gap in research and practice. So for decreasing that gap in research and practice, they did that. Then in 1991, another example can be seen that research director in England, what did he identified? He noted that people believed more in the views rather than the sound knowledge. And high quality research was not used at that time. So people believed in the views which were present at that time, but not in sound practice. And another example which can show that at the time of 1980s, thrombolytic drugs that were being produced in the results that can easily be used for heart attack patients. But according to that literature, it was being produced, thrombolytic drug is being produced to decrease the mortality rate produced from the heart attack. But it was not in practice till 1990. So this was the gap in research and practice. Similarly, if we talk about a physiotherapy situation, bed rest was considered infectious in acute back pain in 1995. At the time of 1995, it was being produced, but the physicians at that time did not agree with that and did not recommend in their prescriptions at that time. So another driver was for producing this kind of term is that the volume of literature. There was increased volume of literature, the techniques were increasing day by day, the number of researches were coming day by day, and doctors were not able to cope up with that. So high quality clinical research were being identified that we will use the best resource for our evidence-based physiotherapy. So it was all about the history of evidence-based medicine, evidence-based practice, and evidence-based physiotherapy. So thank you so much.